Ladies and gentlemen.
Mom, can you pick
It is time for your favorite weekly sports podcast show. You guessed it, Sideline Banter. I'm your host, Cooper Post. Joining me as always, my co-host, Weston Murphy. Weston, how you doing tonight on this fine evening? Week 17 is on the horizon.
Pretty good, man. I mean, after that fine intro, I feel ready to go. Had a great Christmas. The Christmas extravaganza episode was quite fun. And we got a great week of football, Saturday and Sunday, and a little Monday action. I think we got some wild gestures going on in the background here. So that's the kind of vibe we're on tonight. So let's get it started. We got Evan back.
He's not a guest at this
Evan
point.
is
That
back.
clap was hilarious.
You like that?
That was sick.
Thanks, bro.
Evan is back on the pod this week.
Oh, God.
Glad to have you back, Evan. Evan, how you doing tonight? How's your
I'm in a
Christmas?
silly, goofy mood right now,
Good
guys.
food, yes.
I'm
Yeah,
ready-
well,
I'm ready
the
to have a
Chargers
good
are
vibe.
officially in the playoffs.
We're in, baby. We're
So-
going to see Justin Herbert in the playoffs.
Justin Herbie finally making the playoffs, and we do have our producer, as always, ladies and gentlemen.
He's here.
Spencer Stanky. Spencer, how you doing tonight? How's your
back,
Christmas?
baby.
Look at that Rams hat.
Yeah, he was gone last week too, huh?
No, I was here.
Oh, you were here last week.
No, I just was. I was in prison because Coop gave me COVID for
Oh
Christmas.
my God, I did not give you COVID. Don't be
He said-
spreading that around to people.
No, Coop does that.
We did have a little. We
He do be
what is
spreading.
that?
Yeah. He's a super spreader. No
Do
cap.
not. Okay, do not. Do not listen to these. Do not listen to them. Because apparently I gave the house COVID, which I don't think is true.
Oh,
but
I never.
No, that's
Whatever.
not the only thing you're super spreading.
That's what I heard.
What am I super spreading?
About supersede, baby.
That what?
What?
We're gonna have to edit this out because
What?
I don't want people thinking I'm spreading shit.
Spreading rumors.
No,
About what?
Butthole.
That your team's worth a damn.
Okay, I don't spread nothing. I just want to put that out there right now. Okay. Second of all, my team is
spread a couple things.
my team is fucking worth a damn. And you know what? Before we get talking about spreading, don't forget to follow us at _Sideline Banter on Instagram and Twitter. Hit us up on YouTube at Sideline Banter. Hit that like, subscribe, and follow us. We appreciate the love we've been getting from you guys. It's been,
Spread that noti button, too.
Spread that. Evan Gilbert. Okay. We're getting a little sidetracked, but let's jump back to it. We got some great questions this week on Sweeping the Socials.
Yeah, we did.
We got a basketball question I'm pretty excited about. We also got a couple questions. One question specifically that we might hold off until next week. But let's go ahead. You want to jump into those socials?
Yeah, before we jump into the socials, should we just address the elephant in the room?
I don't know
That
the
Rams
elephant
hat?
He's not going to let that one go.
Camera is not a Rams hat.
Spencer's wearing a City of Los Angeles. A City of Angels.
Go ahead and drop in the comments and show the camera. Tell us if this is a Rams hat.
Can they see it?
Like it just
Yep.
matches. Show them this too because it matches the same.
Nobody cares about your fit, bro.
City of Angels.
It's
Yeah.
weird.
We didn't show Spencer the camera.
Show him your pants next. Throw him up there.
Let's see the hat one more time for the people. All right.
Is this a Rams hat?
Tell in the comments if this is a Rams hat.
Not a Rams hat at all.
Rams colors.
No, dude, that blue is like not even the same.
Some could say Chargers.
Hey,
Yeah,
some
this
would say.
blue-
Some might
so
say
much powder.
Chargers.
This
Yeah,
is
but
a
you guys
powder
are
blue.
powder blue, like.
I was just
primary
figuring that
now,
it
I
was
feel
Rams
like.
just because you're such a big Baker
No,
Mayfield
not
fan.
primary.
You wouldn't say the powder blue is like your primary now? You wouldn't say that?
It's the best one we have. It's the best uniform in
It's the
sports.
best.
I don't know. I like the navy ones.
The navy ones are kind of tough.
The,
I
the
like the
Royal
Navy.
ones are fire.
Hey,
Anyone's
the
a
crazy
tough.
thing is nobody asked what you like. So let's get into these questions, huh?
Wow.
Damn.
We got a good one
Okay,
to go
bro.
ahead
Apparently,
and
I'm
start.
spreading shit. Nobody cares about what you want to say. You know, it's okay.
Yeah, Weston's on one. He needs to be stopped.
Nah, Spen's been asking for this for quite some
Again,
time.
I'm not
huh?
spreading anything.
Put it up one more
He's
time.
stuck
I
on
gotta
this.
double down on it because I don't want people thinking.
That's how you
shit.
know he's spreading
It's
something.
so suspicious at this point. He's
not.
definitely spreading
He's like, I
shit.
just want to clear the air one more time. Not spreading nothing.
Hey, everybody spam in the comments. Super spreader Coop.
No. All right, let's get to the fucking socials, damn it.
All right, we got an electric question to start off, too. Really right on track. Shout out Tyler Orlando for the question. Wants to know, he just wants a little input from the boys here. So we got 4 people to go ahead and comment. Why are Lifetime Fitness workers weenies?
Oh, dude.
Okay, so we got to give a little background to the story. So long story short, me, Evan,
Yeah, this story would be short with you.
T.O. and our other homie B-Bush, we got this under 26.
He's been on the show, dude. Shout out B-Bush.
Not recently. He hasn't been on since we've been recording.
My bad. Sorry.
We got a under 26 lifetime membership account, and all 4 of us were on it, and it was a 26 and under account, and then we signed up, and they're trying to tell us that it's 26 and under. Only 2 people can be, everybody has to be under 26, but 2 of them have to be a child or some sort of like legal like not guardian, but like some sort of legal, basically like a child that's
Like an
legally
adopted child
yeah.
or
So they're basically saying that it's only 4 people under the age of 26. So like somebody who's 26 are gonna have a kid when they're like 11 is basically what they're saying. So they caught us. Didn't work out for us. That's not what we were told. But it's pretty fucked up, you know. Let us know in the comments how you feel about that, because I was excited. I had a lifetime.
So
membership.
long story long, you guys just didn't qualify for the membership.
I had a lifetime membership. I had a lifetime membership for like a week. Evan didn't even get to go. Evan didn't go one time.
I was waiting for a fresh fade.
Yeah, he got his fresh fade, and that was the day.
Got my fresh fade, and that's when they said
That was the day.
you guys cannot come back.
Well, damn, that's a fucking shame, fellas.
Big time shame.
Shout out.
Big weenies.
I felt bougie for a minute. It was kind of nice.
Hey, maybe if we work hard enough on this pod, we can get that membership back.
Oh, please, yeah. Hey, hit that like, subscribe button.
Hey, shout out Tyler Orlando for the question and really keeping us on track tonight. Hey, we got a good one from Blake Elliott.
Okay.
Back again with a banger of a question. Spence, you might just want to sit this one out. But he went ahead and asked, top 5 best NFL players that played high school ball in Arizona all time. So
Are we doing in order, or just 5 in general that we can think
Hey,
of?
let's just name some dogs.
I think we got to put C. Kirk up there.
Undeniable. Christian
Well,
Kirk.
first we got to say T. Sizzle.
Terrell Suggs, 100%.
Terrell Suggs, Todd Heap.
Wait, you
Mark
guys forgot about
Andrews.
the legend himself.
Ooh.
Braden Bushman, baby.
Yeah.
He said NFL players, though.
Yeah. Come on.
Hey, he counts.
We're talking about some
BB3K,
dogs.
he put up some numbers.
He put up some numbers.
So we got T. Sizzle.
Mark
Vintage.
Andrews.
Yep.
Mark Andrews played ball out here?
Yeah, he played at
with Kyle Allen at
where-
Desert
where'd he
Mountain.
play? Yeah, Desert Mountain.
He did?
Yep.
Oh, my God. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Mark Andrews.
We're putting Todd Heap in there, right?
Yep.
Todd Heap.
Soon to be Brock Purdy.
Maybe. Hot take.
I don't think we should put him in that yet. I
No,
think
it's
there's a
not
couple other
not
people.
yet.
I don't
but,
know.
you
The top 5 is really hard to narrow down, but there's a lot of fucking people. Blake Martinez is a really good one.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Prince Amuka
He played
Mukamara.
football
Island.
here? Really?
Yeah, he went to
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't
Yeah, I
know
worked
that.
with his brother.
Damn.
Prince Amuka
Fitzmagic?
Mukamara.
Huh? Wait, where did he go to? Oh, he went to the school in Tucson,
Apollo.
right? Oh, he went to Apollo. That's right.
I think.
Damn, yeah. There's a lot of like big time athletes that played ball out here. And why doesn't Arizona get talked about when they talk about like?
One of the defensive ends for the Vikings. One of the good ones. I forget.
It's not. Oh, I don't know.
Me either. I forget who it was.
I mean, yeah. Even C. Kirk's up there. Byron, like.
Byron.
Byron, I don't know if he would be the best on that
No, but
list of everything
I'm
we
just
named,
saying
but
like there's a lot. There's a lot of good. But top 5, I think for sure,
Right,
you'd have to
yeah.
say T. Sizzle, Todd Heap for sure, Mark Andrews.
I definitely think Christian Kirk deserves
I think
that.
you got to put Fitzpatrick in there just in terms of longevity in his career.
Sure.
And probably C. Kirk.
Yeah.
Trying to think of some other sleeper dogs.
Because C. Kirk to me ranks above Prince Amukamara because he didn't really do much in the league. Like, he was okay for a while, but C. Kirk's become like a role player for every team he's been on.
Facts.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a great question though. There's a lot of talent that came out of Arizona that went to the NFL that I don't think a lot of people realize.
Yeah, look, he slept on people.
And a lot of those people go on
Bryce
to be
Perkins?
pretty solid. Bryce Perkins has been decent back in the NFL, like Spencer said. Bryce Purdy, or fucking Bryce Purdy.
Yeah,
Brock Purdy. I mean, he might be. We're gonna talk about him tonight. He might do some crazy things here in the NFL.
Yeah, we got a little Brock Purdy segment coming up. But shout out Blake, good question. There is a ton of guys. I don't know if I could narrow it down to 5. I probably could.
Spence has a look on his face. You got a list or something?
We forgot Nikhil and Chase. They're also
fact.
there.
Nikhil and Chase.
Not the best, but they're there.
I think Terrell Suggs is the best.
T. Sizzle's
Probably
definitely
the best.
Roy
that we-
Lopez
for sure.
too. He's there.
Roy Lopez,
Lopez,
shout out.
that's right.
Mesquite.
He's a dog
Yeah.
as
Bryce
well.
Perkins.
Yeah, Bryce, his brother.
His brother played out here too.
Paul. Yeah, there's quite a few people, bro.
Yeah, T. Sizzle's probably number 1 though, if we had to rank him.
Yeah, T. Sizzle, Fitzpatrick, bro, longevity-wise.
T. Sizzle was Gatorade Player of the Year, went on to ASU. I think he has the sack record at ASU.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he has a regular season sack record at ASU. First round draft pick, 2-time Super Bowl winner. He's got 100+ sacks. First ballot Hall of Famer for sure. Without a doubt. He's definitely probably the best.
Yeah. All right. Shout out, Blake. Good question. My homie from Wabash, Samuel Kalaya or Kova. I can't pronounce it. I butchered it for sure. Tua, another year. Why not? What do we got on that statement?
Yeah, I think Tua deserves another year for sure. I mean, who else could they go out and get other than Derek Carr?
I think for Tua's health, he shouldn't play anymore.
I think he shouldn't play anymore either. I was thinking
he
about
should
that
be
today.
done.
Dude, that's
I think
crazy. He has
should be
another
done.
concussion.
Yeah, he's got another concussion.
Who knows how long he has left? Like, if he gets one more concussion, like, it could be bad.
Yeah, no, it's kind of scary.
Like, it's scary. Like, he's had multiple big ones
Well,
this year.
There's people that have had to retire before, but I don't think you do it on your own terms.
Well, yeah, that's why
you make someone tell you, unless you're really fucked up.
That's why Kuechly retired.
Yeah.
Because he was getting too many concussions, and he was a dog. Yeah, I think Tua. I think so. Yeah, I mean, there's not really anybody else that I can think of right now for Miami.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options, and I don't think you're at the point with the nucleus that you have around the quarterback position. You're not really in terms to restart or
because I mean,
get a rookie right now to build.
Yeah,
with.
and this rookie class to me is like you might as well keep Tua.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
one more year, I think.
But his health being compromised is definitely something that's not encouraging if you're a Dolphins fan, just because he continues to get injured. It was the hip was such a big question, and now it's just the head consistently. Like,
well, I saw something today that said I'm assuming it was the team doctor that he didn't show any signs of concussion during the game.
because he finished the game, which is
It
wild.
was a post-game thing, so it makes me wonder, like, maybe his concussion isn't as bad, and they're just being super cautious.
Or lingering effects from the one that he got several weeks ago
Yeah,
that is
because
like
that can
popping up
happen.
after. Yeah, 100%.
That can happen for sure. You had a concussion that lasted like a pretty long time back.
My
in high
whole
school.
life.
Yeah, I mean,
My brain feels like it's in Mountain Dew.
it definitely. I mean, you act like it's still
Mountain
sometimes. So
Dew.
Sometimes you can hear it sizzling if you're really quiet.
why Mountain Dew of all sodas?
Huh?
Why Mountain Dew? Why not like?
It's radioactive.
Is it actually
It's like battery acid.
really?
That's
It's pretty wild, yeah.
Really? I didn't know that.
yeah, your Mountain Dew is not good for you.
Oh, I don't drink soda, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, cool, super spreader. Weird flex, but okay, dude.
But yeah, I think Tua deserves another year. He looked pretty good this year, even though the Dolphins are kind of fading right now. I don't think it all falls on Tua. That game last week against the Packers, the 3 interceptions, obviously can't happen. But Tua's looked.
Yeah, you gave that game to him.
Tua has looked pretty solid all year. He's had
He
like
definitely gave that game to.
to Rodgers.
I was trying to make a stupid joke.
Turn the ball over.
to him.
Oh.
Nice.
He's had a couple games this year where he's looked a little shaky, but he's a big reason why Miami is so successful this year. A lot of people would obviously say because of Waddle and Hill, but there's nobody else, in my opinion, that you go out and get to replace him right now.
And to speak on that term as well, like when you think about Tua, he's realistically getting his first, like, you kind of hate to say it, but this is damn near like a rookie season kind of thing for him under McDaniel. Like the Flores thing, I think brought him so far down. Like maybe it is an uphill battle that we're not really referencing, that he is climbing his way out of the hole. And that's why it has been so much turbulence, I think, on the journey, is that he was so far in the pitfalls before with Flores in that situation. And I think like all of the animosity and scrutiny that came with being in that situation and that toxic environment. I mean, he was beaten into the ground for a whole season, so I really think he kind of, even though he might have had a fresh start with McDaniel, he kind of started in a negative spot and has been kind of clawing his way out of that all year. So I think you give him another shot, but I think the biggest glaring concern right now is just the health, because that's the thing that has seemed to hold him back, I think, at this point.
Yeah, and McDaniel seems to really like him as well, so...
Or at least he's good at showing it, which is encouraging for any quarterback.
I feel like all these QB-needy teams, in my opinion, other than the teams that are like bad and need QBs now, I feel like a lot of them are going to wait until next year's draft class. I think Caleb Williams is going to get a lot of attention next year, and a lot of teams, I think, are going to be trying to trade up for him.
Yeah.
He's probably the best quarterback prospect we've seen since, I don't know, probably T-Law. Because T-Law was pretty highly touted as well, and I mean, look at him now. 1 year with Urban Meyer, people thought he was a bust, and now with Doug Peterson, he's...
I mean, why is he regarded as like so highly touted? Like, realistically, he's the most similar to Kyler Murray, and he didn't even have as good of a career as Kyler Murray in college.
Are you talking about Caleb?
Yeah. So why is
I wouldn't really say he's similar to Kyler Murray. His play style is more like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, but he's built more like Kyler Murray.
He's not built like Kyler Murray.
He's not built like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, he's
What is he?
thick.
5'7"?
No,
I don't think he's that short.
Yeah, pull up the pics of him you got on your phone.
He's definitely 6 foot.
He said he's thick.
6'1",
Oh, okay,
215.
I don't know.
So he's probably really 6 foot.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
6 foot.
I guess.
I think he doesn't look much bigger than Kyler, in my opinion.
I don't know.
On the
Kyler
field?
looks little.
On the field, they don't look that different. But, I don't know. You're kind of crazy for comparing him to Mahomes. I mean, he plays...
I think he
He literally drew all the comparisons
I
this
think
season.
he's saying his play style
Yeah,
is
he plays like
similar
Mahomes.
is Mahomes-esque.
I mean, yeah.
He definitely has like a gunslinger kind of making plays like any way possible.
Mahomes was so much better than he was in college at throwing the ball.
Oh, I didn't
He's
know
more
Mahomes
like-
got a Heisman. That's crazy.
Wow.
Bro.
We got some banter going on at the sideline banter.
Bro, Mahomes passed.
No, I'm just saying, like, he's a creative, like, passer. I mean, you see him whenever he's getting, like,
No, yeah, he's
in
good.
the pocket. Like, he'll fling it out, run out. I mean, he's creative.
That's his best
What do you mean
attribute
by
is
that?
that he gets out of the pocket and he can throw on the run well.
does
He
he
throws
sling
on the
out?
run, I think, better than
What's he
Kyler
slinging
Murray.
out?
Yeah, what's he slinging out?
He's slinging that rock.
Oh, that makes sense.
I don't know, though. I would definitely say he needs to get better from inside the pocket, exactly like I think.
Hey, he's got another year at USC, so we'll see how he does.
I mean, yeah, he's young, so he'll definitely get better, but yeah, I'm probably just being a
Spencer's ready to
hater.
go to war for him right now. He's about to jump across that table.
Yeah.
I just think that's crazy.
Spencer's passionate about
Nah,
this one.
I mean, Weston's just been coming at my neck tonight. So I just think
He's been what?
trying.
I mean, that's fair though. He's like had a
No,
similar,
dude.
not as successful yet as Kyler Murray, and he's just being so much more highly regarded than Kyler was coming out. I don't know why that is situation. Like why? Because Kyler was like had to work all the way up to the number 1 pick, right? And now Caleb Williams is already the consensus number 1 pick.
I feel like
Probably.
Kyler. I don't remember his.
But
I don't
I
remember
feel
his
like
QB class.
out of all
to be
the other
honest.
quarterbacks in his class, though, Caleb is obviously the number 1. So I don't think it's like he has to work his way there. He
Yeah,
is.
but do you think if Caleb was in this QB class, you think he'd be number 1 pick still?
What do you mean? For this year?
Yeah,
Yeah, I still think so.
I feel like he would be as well.
yeah,
Probably, yeah.
I think he's the best quarterback in college football right now.
This quarterback class, honestly, is I'm very interested to see. Like, I feel like a lot of quarterbacks are going to fall in this draft. I feel like it's not going to be like because there's like 4 good quarterbacks coming out in the first round.
I'm pretty
I feel
sure.
Like,
So DTR, he's a senior, so I'm pretty sure he's entering the draft. Dorian Thompson-Robinson from UCLA.
oh, UCLA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he won't be a first round pick.
I couldn't see that. CJ Stroud, I think he's going, isn't he?
He's projected a first round pick.
Yeah.
And then Bryce Young,
Bryce Young.
the guy
Yep.
from what's his name from Kentucky, Levis.
Will Levis, yeah.
Will Levis, he's considered a first round pick. And then there's one more I thought.
What about Hendon Hooker? Or
Oh,
is that his
yeah.
name?
No, he's got
Yeah.
one more year.
Does
He's
he?
coming back another year.
He's the best. I think he's the best quarterback.
He is
in
a
college
dog
football.
from Tennessee.
I think he's
But even their backup came in and played pretty good still too. What about Spencer Rattler?
What about Bo Nix?
He's a sleeper. He's gonna go late to someone, and if he gets the system, he's gonna be so good.
I think it goes to AZ.
Bo's been playing
No.
for
Oh,
quite a
no.
while.
That'd be
His
so
toxic
fire.
ass playing in his
Bo Nix is a
hometown,
senior,
bro.
too. He's
That'd
not
be
going
so
first.
fire.
He won't
He'd
go
get a
first.
DUI in like 13 days on the team.
He would definitely go way later.
They were
rounds.
talking about Kyler today. Shut up on Arizona Sports Radio. This guy thinks I'm a Cardinals fan because I like to listen to sports
love
radio
it.
while I drive. They were talking about Kyler today, and they were talking about kind of all the QBs and like basically what quarterback situation every team was in, and they kept bringing up Kyler, and they kept talking about Kyler like as if like he is the problem on the team because every time they're like, okay, well like. They were basically talking about how each quarterback needy team or bad team can fix
The fans are not on
their
his
teams
side right
during the
now.
offseason. And even they on the radio today, they were like, well, new head coach and a new GM. And then they were like, but, I mean, you got to get somebody who's going to like Kyler. So, like, there's already a problem with Kyler alone. So
I don't
like,
think Sean Payton wants to go there because of Kyler.
I don't think he's going to want to either. There's a lot of – man, I don't know. I don't know where he's going to go because
If the Cowboys are one and done this year, he's going to Dallas.
– you think
Yep.
McCarthy will go?
If we go to the first round exit, he's going to Dallas.
Okay.
100%.
Fuck.
Well, they've been talking about him maybe going to the Broncos, and the only thing holding him back is Vic Fangio because he wants Fangio to be his DC.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
But that would be interesting because that Broncos team, Sean Payton with Russ.
And then you also have the Chargers, Cardinals.
I mean, yeah, we got to talk about
I think
the
Staley
Broncos too.
solidified another year.
He did.
Probably.
Unfortunately, he did.
I unfortunately think so.
He did. But I mean,
What did it for you? That pose that he was doing pregame?
Yeah, that was kind of fire.
That was
A
crazy.
little warm up.
I cannot believe he was
He
doing
was just
that.
thrusting.
But
Kyle Van Noy was on a podcast, and he was talking about how he does that regularly at practice too.
yeah, he was
I'm
on
sure.
Pat talking
Yeah.
about how like the locker room like really likes Staley.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
So he's all the way in.
maybe it's just taking him some. I mean, because look, they're in the playoffs now. Anything could happen. I mean, that's the thing. And they're getting healthy. They're winning games. What was the final score to that Colts game? They kind of they kind of blew him
20-3,
out,
I think.
didn't they?
I think it was 20-3.
Yeah, we haven't seen Herbert in the playoffs yet too, which is scary
That'll be
because some
interesting.
teams can get caught by it because they have no
Yeah, they have no
preparation
they have
for
no
him in a
preparation for him.
playoffs.
Yeah, we'll talk about the playoff picture tonight.
Yeah, we definitely veered off that Tua topic, but
Oh, I forgot what question we were on. Honestly.
yeah. Shout out Sam, thank you
Yeah,
for the
that was a great
question. I think we pretty much think Tua is entitled to another year, especially
100%,
given
100%.
the QB class.
Without a
But
doubt.
hey, if it doesn't work out, they can always tank and get that guy Caleb Williams.
Facts.
Jace Plant, shout out, question. Give us our yearly award winners and Super Bowl future bet. I think we should wait until the end of the year for those. Just
For
'cause-
the awards, we could do
And
Super
end of the
Bowl bet.
regular season at least.
We
Yeah.
can do Super Bowl bet right now.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause I
I'd
have
rather do it at the end of the regular season. See who we got.
True, because I have a pretty solid bet on who I think will be in.
We'll postpone that question, Jay. Shout out. Just remind us, and we'll do it the last week of the season episode. As we get ready to gear up for the playoffs, give who we think won the awards, because I think we have some important games that are left that we could see
They could
some people
decide.
make some moves. Like if Joe Burrow throws for 405 touchdowns next week
Against
to
the
get the win
Bills.
against the win.
5 tutties.
Hey,
Well, and Hurts might not play again this weekend, and that could really fuck up his MVP
Yeah.
candidacy as well.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I mean,
and the way Dot Prescott's been playing, I mean, he might
Who?
need to get some respect.
Dot Prescott.
Yeah, Dot Prescott. This is my new Dak T-shirt. I didn't know if any of you guys knew, but he's a Jordan Brand quarterback. I just wanted to show it off. I got it for Christmas, so
Who?
I think people just.
Dot Prescott.
No, who asked?
Oh.
Not the guy wearing the Ben jersey. That's a little weird.
What's up? You're talking about two-time Super Bowl champion Big Ben Roethlisberger?
How about that doo-doo poo-poo towel?
That what, Thou? You better be careful. Don't
Towel.
disrespect, because your team will get cursed.
Oh, you're going to get cursed.
And they'll lose first round of the playoffs.
Fuck that towel.
Damn,
Fuck
now
it.
Coop is spreading curses. That's crazy.
Oh, spreader.
All right, Jay, shout out. We're going to revisit that question in 2 weeks. We'll be on it. We'll have the fucking answers ready for you. All right, another question. This is the basketball question
Yeah,
from
another
John
question.
Everts.
Oh, we did.
This is an interesting debate here. We do have a basketball coach in the house, Jim Rat's coach, Evan Gilbert.
Championship coach?
2-time, actually.
Two-time championship coach Evan Gilbert. Jim
And
Nance.
we do also have a Lakers fan, so get ready for some ignorant
Oh,
takes
oh,
on
shit.
some
Is
Is this a
basketball.
Lakers question?
Huh?
No.
Oh.
But it's a question I think you'll be interested in for sure.
Yeah, probably. So you're starting a basketball franchise. Who you taking to start and build around? Luka
Luka Doncic, man.
or Devin Booker? I'm taking Luka.
Luka.
Yeah.
Luka for
Luka.
sure.
Luka for sure.
No disrespect to D-Book because he's a phenomenal basketball
No
player.
disrespect.
No, but
60
he folds.
points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's insane.
First person to ever do it.
That's insane.
60, 20, and 10 triple-double.
Yeah.
That is
And
insane.
They literally, I think, it's the biggest comeback in 13,000 games, I think, in the modern era since.
I saw that.
Yeah, they were down 9 with 33 left.
Yeah, bro.
33 seconds left.
He's fucking incredible,
He's
bro.
a dog.
Did you see the shot that he made to send it to overtime?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
crazy.
Back
missed
from
it off the free throw.
A million IQ play.
Yeah, give me Luka. And he also owns the Suns, so, I mean, that question
does.
kind of explains
He does.
itself
For
a
sure.
little bit.
He does.
Yeah, Devin folds in like big game situations all
And
the time.
Luka always steps up to the plate.
He
I don't know how
performs,
you
dude.
guys feel about this, but besides maybe Giannis, nobody has more control of a game than him. He literally has control
Yeah.
the whole time. Takes the ball up, is always in control.
SGA kind of does.
True.
But
Offensively,
he-
though,
Are we forgetting about LeBron?
I mean, LeBron don't be fucking controlling the game like Luka does
Yeah,
anymore.
he doesn't do
been
it
on
like that
losing
anymore.
streak, bro.
LeBron doesn't.
Look at his
trash.
fucking team. The Lakers
Yeah,
are
but
horrid.
that's what we're saying. Like
Lakers
Luka
are
and Giannis
horrid.
can control that. Like they
Yeah,
can
but
take over the
they have-
game whenever they need
Giannis
to.
has a fucking stacked squad around him. Their whole starting five could be.
I'm not saying that his team is bad, but if you put Giannis on the Lakers are going to be doing a lot better.
I mean, if you
than the
put
situation
anybody on
they're
that
in.
team right now, that's considered an all-star.
I'm
they're
saying
doing a lot
in
better.
replace of LeBron.
Yeah, if you trade Luka
No,
for
I don't
LeBron
think
right
they're
now,
any better. I don't think the Lakers are any better with
Absolutely.
Luka. No.
I
No.
think so. Just because
No.
Luka controls the ball every time in the court, and like
I don't think the Lakers. The Mavs aren't even that good, and they have Luka.
Yeah, but who else do they have? Max Kleber?
Maxi Kleba,
I
the
don't know.
Clipper. I mean, at this point, the way to win is really there. You just put shooters all around him and good defense, and you should win. Because he literally just the way he breaks people down and beats one-on-ones and just runs pick and roll and.
But it's
dribble
crazy
drive.
how effortless it is. Like if
Insane.
you watch him, he's moving
Dude,
so
he
slow.
plays so
like
slow. That's what I was saying.
it's crazy.
He's always playing at his speed. He never like plays at anybody else's.
No.
Because he's in control
Yes,
of the game.
You are gonna play to
Slow.
Luka's level.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro.
Like,
I've never
it's
seen anyone do it like
absolutely insane.
that. Never seen anyone do it like that.
God, and I used to hate on when I saw him playing in the EuroLeague. I was like, oh, he's not going to be shit once he comes to the NBA because it's so much quicker.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are playing to his level, bro.
And I think we can all agree he's a bitch-made cat. I mean,
fuck
he
Luka.
sucks on the court, and as far as he's
you
a
just want to
bitch.
fucking punch him in the face.
Yeah, he's a complainer, and he's definitely
I mean, but who doesn't in the NBA anymore? You know?
he's pretty bad
No,
though.
but he's
They all-
a baby, bro.
He's a baby.
But I mean, you're picking him over Devin, right?
Yeah.
Starting
Oh,
like that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Devin is. I don't think there's any hate towards Devin because he's a great player as well. But Devin, I don't think
Devin needs a supporting cast more than Luka.
like Devin's been good on the Suns, but before he got a supporting cast, the Suns were still out of the playoffs every single year.
Yeah.
Like Dallas with just Luka and a somewhat small supporting cast, they're still
dangerous
in
team.
the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's two different levels to their talent. Like Luka is a generational type talent. Like
Oh,
without a doubt.
absolutely.
100%.
Like,
But we
Luka-
could also see him never do anything just because
100%. I agree with you. as
can't
well.
win in the
Yeah.
playoffs type shit. But like,
This could be his year. I mean, the Warriors are kind of out of it already. LeBron's probably not going to be there.
Hell of a year too.
Yeah. I mean, the game he
going
just had
stupid.
alone was.
both the foreigners, Jokic is insane too.
Yeah,
I
Jokic
mean,
is
Yeah,
crazy.
dude, he is so good.
so
He kind of plays his own game, I feel like, as well on the court.
like, I'm sorry, if
Giannis is a foreigner too.
yeah,
I mean, they're all running it.
like,
okay. I mean, you guys are picking Jokic to build around over Booker as well.
yeah, but
for
those
sure.
are two
Facts.
different players. I feel like.
Still, were you picking Booker or Jokic or Giannis?
I was just about to ask that.
I'd probably take Giannis.
I take Jokic.
I was
I
going
would
to
take
say
Jokic, too.
I'm kind of leaning towards Jokic.
Yeah, it's
don't get me wrong.
tough. I like Giannis's play style more.
Jokic to me, I feel like.
But if we
Yeah,
see
it's- I don't know, it's tough.
we've seen Jokic with a good point guard. It's nasty. When
Yeah.
Murray was
And who chopped him
going,
down in the playoffs?
huh?
Who chopped him down in the playoffs?
Low key, it was Giannis.
The Lakers.
Or, oh yeah,
Who?
not Giannis. That would have been in the.
What?
who chopped who down in the playoffs?
The Lakers took the Nuggets down.
When in the bubble?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's living in fucking.
Oh, that's okay. No, the bubble I
No,
consider.
I don't.
I
Bro,
can. No, the bubble I consider. Everybody came. They all signed up. If any other,
Everybody was
if
in the
any
same
other
position.
team would have won other than
Bro.
the Lakers, everybody would count.
That Lakers team leading in the fourth quarter went 57-0. Like
Yeah, because
Not
they
the
went on
same.
an
only team in
8-0
NBA
run.
history to do that.
Yeah, they'll be the only team in NBA history to ever do it.
Hopefully.
No, I'm not talking about.
I mean, yeah,
No,
I
I'm
wouldn't
just
say
saying that
We don't
Lakers
know.
team, whenever leading in the fourth quarter, they were 57-0. They were
That whole season.
fucking team,
that
bro.
whole
They were
season,
nasty.
they were that team.
Okay,
Yes.
but
Bro, it was Lakers in the whole every fucking round.
immediately the season after, they were dog shit.
Yeah, they
No,
come
they
off
went
the
back to the
shortest,
playoffs.
the shortest turnaround between two seasons after
Yeah.
going.
It was like wasn't
I
it
mean,
only like like a
bro,
45-day
Bron is-
break period, right?
Braun is not a superhuman. I mean, he still has to
Yes,
have
he
like.
is.
Nah.
He is
He's
a
the closest
superhuman.
thing we
No,
got
bro.
athletically.
No. He still was getting injured because he didn't have enough rest time. Like, bro, they turned around in like, I think it was 59 days that they were playing again.
It was only
was
like
stupid.
It was like I think it was only 2 months.
Get a load of this guy.
I think it was only 2 months.
No,
For
it
sure.
was. It was. I'm pretty sure it was 59 or 60 days, something like that.
Yeah, anyways.
No.
Shout out John Everts for the question.
And you
We're all
could see
picking
it-
Luka.
You could see it when they played the Suns that very next season in the playoffs. They were gassed.
Yeah, but
Sorry
we
for
also
these
gave away a lot of
bronzexuals here.
Pretty big pieces.
I love Bron. I'm not afraid to admit it. He's my goat.
I like Bron too. I mean,
Bron over MJ for sure, in my opinion. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
yeah, I'd take
If
Bron.
we're
I don't
talking,
know if we want to get in this debate right now.
if we're talking about the best player to touch a basketball, in my opinion, I think it's Bron. That's just me.
Yeah, I got Bron over MJ.
yeah.
Bron can play all five
I will
positions.
say MJ was
yeah,
the
for
most
sure.
inspirational
Oh,
basketball
for sure,
player of all
100%.
time.
Because my whole thing with the LeBron,
But in reality, fucking Wilt Chamberlain would maybe beat Bron like 11-0 and 101 type shit.
Oh, absolutely. In
11.
Chamberlain's prime? Come on,
I don't
dude.
know.
Like,
Bro, look
we
at
don't
Bron's
know.
Prime.
I mean,
Bro.
yeah, we don't
Bron
know.
was playing against the best
Bron would
ever.
run around him.
Yeah, but dude,
Dude,
Wilt
Wilt
was a
Chamberlain was
god.
insane.
No,
No, I
I'm not
get
saying he
that.
wasn't,
I
but
get
look at
that.
look at LeBron in his time with who he's playing it with compared to Chamberlain. You almost can't compare that.
All right,
Yeah, for
which,
sure.
which play style
Plumbers.
are we doing? Wilt's play style, or are we doing like era?
Bro, they were
But that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. You
no,
can't
completely.
You can't.
Because if you're allowed to throw some bows, then Bron's gonna get bitched down.
Oh, I agree with you. I think Bron's tough, but yes, in terms of today's NBA, yes, he might try to call for some fouls in a one-on-one. But those two errors are so far away.
I still
feel
think
like
yeah,
no matter
they're-
what, Wilt's winning.
Wilt's just insane. I'm just thinking
Yeah.
athletically. He's like the only one I could think of that matches up to LeBron.
bro, you just said LeBron isn't even human.
I know he's not. He's not. He's the best athlete in the NBA that we've ever had.
You could talk about LeBron being one of the best athletes we've ever seen.
Yeah,
For sure. He has the longest prime of any athlete, I think,
Yeah.
ever.
I mean, any athlete
Well,
playing a physical
I mean,
sport.
he's dropping almost 30 every game
I would
still.
say Tiger.
Yeah.
That's kind of uncomparative.
No, because I don't think Tiger's prime was as long. I think Brady maybe you could throw in there because Brady's been good for,
Ever.
yeah.
Dude's
he's
45.
45.
He's
This
got-
is like first year where we've really seen him like.
Bro, LeBron's probably going to
struggle.
play like 5 more years. So, like,
Oh, he's for sure playing.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
gonna
5
play
more.
till Bronny. I think he's gonna play like 1 or 2 years with Bronny in the league, and then he's gonna jump out.
What is it? 4 years? I think in 4 years we'll see him play together.
Nah, well, they're talking about changing the one and done rule. They're talking
Really?
about, they're talking about making it. I think you can go straight from high school again. That's what they're talking about. Because right now it's one and done, and they're honestly talking about that. I feel like to try and
To get Bron out.
to try and get Bronny in the league.
Well, to get Bronny in and then Bron out because he's not going to keep
Bro,
playing
no,
like.
LeBron fills those seats. Whenever LeBron plays, bro, everybody buys
Yeah,
tickets
that's
to go
true,
see
but-
him. What are you looking at me like that for?
fills the seats with what?
You're right. Well, guess what?
Let's talk some
I
fucking
was gonna say,
football.
we got some football to talk about.
Shout out John Everts. We're taking Luka, though.
Yeah, I definitely want to revisit these NBA discussions in the off
That's what I'm
season.
saying, bro. That's why I'm excited for the
There's a
offseason,
lot of
so we
there's a
can
lot to
start
talk
talking
about.
NBA.
Yeah.
I've been slowly starting to pick up and watch NBA more and more now
How
that
do we
like
get back onto the NBA?
kind of
again?
football is getting now that
No,
football's
we'll,
kind
we'll
of
revisit it down the road, is what we're saying.
That's when we'll have
We
our
got
Jim
football to
Rats
talk about
two-time
tonight.
coach on. Oh my god.
2-time championship.
But we had a lot of breaking news this week. This usually happens near the end of every single NFL season. Things start to come out.
Breaking news.
Coaches start to get fired specifically.
Mike Tomlin.
No.
What
He
happened?
thought the league us to the playoffs, baby. We're going to get that last
He had that
seed.
fucking ski mask on.
He did, huh? He was
Yeah,
kind
he
of...
looked sick.
They're playing for him right
Did you
now.
even
I'm
watch the
excited.
mic'd up?
I didn't yet.
Yeah, I
I
did.
mean, I sat there and watched the whole game, so...
Well, the mic'd up, it was Tomlin. It was sick. So.
Was it Tomlin? Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta watch it tonight then. But we had a lot of breaking news this week. The first thing that I do want to touch on, though, Nathaniel Hackett, Denver Broncos, after leading them to a 4-11 start, losing 51-10 on Christmas Day to the LA Rams. Baker Mayfield led LA Rams. Broncos turn around on
That's
Monday
Spence's team.
and fire him,
He's got that Rams fit on.
finally ending the era of Nathaniel Hackett. How do we feel about this, boys? Was it well overdue? Do we think it was fair to kind of let him, get to this point where they have a super embarrassing loss, or should he have been fired weeks ago?
Fuck him.
You
That's
should have
it.
been gone.
He's
Should've been
a big dumb
Yeah.
dipshit. Who cares? Get him out.
Well, yeah, but you were even saying,
That team had every measure of success on paper to be successful, and they weren't. So get him out.
but I think there's one glaring,
Russ.
yeah, it's Russ. Russ right now is like the only thing I think wrong with this team.
But
Well,
this
they
is why
paid
I
him
think they should have done it
$250
weeks
million.
ago, because now you only have a couple weeks left in this season. You're gonna have a new head coach starting next season, and then what are you gonna do? Are you gonna blame Russ again, or are you gonna blame the new head coach?
Well, I think it
Because-
depends on what coach they get. Because, like, if they go out and they get Sean Payton, a coach who's proven themselves, like... And here's what I think is interesting with the Broncos ownership. They have already come out and said that the new owner or the new head coach and the general manager will report directly to him. And this ownership came on post Russell Wilson trade. They signed him to the extension, but they came on post. They came on after he had been traded already.
true.
So I think they're at the point now where they're like, this guy is fixable. We need to. And the Broncos ownership does think that Russ is very fixable. They've already come out and said so. I don't know. I think.
Then they better hire Bob the Builder
Whoa.
or Handy Manny.
Bro, did you see who they named as the replacement head coach?
Like they.
It was the time clock manager, like the dude
Oh,
who's
the guy
supposed to
who
be telling
Hackett,
him to
yeah.
tell
No.
timeouts. Yes, that's who they're naming their interim head coach.
Well, that guy is like. I don't remember his name. But that,
Obviously, a complete dumbass if he wasn't telling Nathaniel Hackett to call timeouts.
Yeah, but I think like Hackett brought him in because I think that guy's like a legacy coach in the NFL. So they're probably just like, who can we have on this?
Who is it?
Who can we have on this roster, like this coaching staff, that can just get us through these last two games?
Hey, can you give me
Yeah,
the
he's
name?
going to get you through because he's not going to call any timeouts.
Can you look that up, Spence?
Can you get the name
See
of
who
the interim coach?
Who their replacement head coach is right now? Well,
All I know is I'd be pissed if I was a Broncos fan.
I would have been pissed weeks ago.
Well, yeah.
Like-
well, they've given up. They gave up on the season after like the fourth game.
Jerry
well, they were-
Rosberg. Rosberg.
Rosberg.
Never
Well, I
mind.
think the Broncos at one point were like 3-1.
No,
I'm
No,
pretty
they
sure
weren't.
they were like 2-1 or 3-1 at
no,
one
because
point.
Russ is. We've been
No.
talking about Russ being bad all year.
Yeah,
no.
but they started pretty decent. Because remember,
No,
we were
no,
like,
they
are they
didn't.
going to win the
Because
division?
they never had a better record than
No,
us.
they couldn't fucking score.
Yeah,
I know they couldn't, but either way, I mean, I think that they got
They
to the,
started 2-4, 2-5.
Really? Okay.
they got to the point though where they realized like nothing's going to happen if we keep both of these guys here, and we already
yeah,
paid
they
this
were
guy
$2.5
$250 million by not even our choice. So we might as well give him another shot under new management that we bring in and give him a full offseason.
I think he'll fix it.
I think depending on who they get, are they going to pick someone that is in favor of Russ, or are they going to pick someone that's more of a team future pick, or
Well,
are
I
they picking
think-
someone to appease Russ and make the situation with Russell better? 'Cause
I
that's-
wouldn't. Sorry, go ahead. I keep trying to cut you off.
No, you're fine. That's like just the focal point though of the problem. So like, what do you do to fix? Like,
I feel like it's very obvious, like it's the elephant in the room, that Russ is a problem right now. He's a big time distraction. Like they were talking about today, how apparently it's been confirmed that he has his own parking spot, which isn't like too outrageous for a quarterback.
yeah, everybody that's good has their own parking.
At first, they were saying he has like 5 parking spots, which was confirmed that that's not true. But he has his own private office, like
Yeah, that was a request in his contract.
that to me is a little like that's
Corny.
That's super corny. Like you have the quarterback room for a reason. Like just use that. Like especially if you're Pat made a great point today on the show.
Why do you have to be separated from the team doing
Yeah.
things that aren't revolving around football?
Pat made a good point of it today on the show. Like he said, like when Peyton Manning was on the Colts, like the quarterback room was pretty much Peyton Manning's office. Like when you're a quarterback of that caliber, which Russ was considered at some point, and I still think he can be. Like obviously anywhere that you go, anywhere that your presence is made, like the quarterback room, for example, like that is pretty much like your room. Like you're the quarterback of the team, like you're the quarterback of the future for the franchise. Like that room is your room. If you want that room to yourself, like I don't think that'd be a big deal. The fact that he has his own office to me makes it seem like if that was me, if I was on this team, to me it'd be like, okay, like you did your shit on the Seahawks, but what have you done here? Like you haven't done anything. Like why do you deserve to have your own private quarters?
100%.
I wonder if he had his own office in Seattle too.
No.
No.
That's interesting.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think he got the superstar. I still think it's all Sierra. I think him dating a superstar like that, he has to try to feel like that he's a superstar. He was somewhat of a superstar in Seattle.
I've been thinking, what if Future's pulling the most devious lick of all time?
And what, he's just,
He's still, I mean, he said he's still fucking Sierra, so like, what if he just,
no way.
he's like, you go marry Russ, convince him not to sign a prenup, he gets a new contract, and Sierra's just funneling money to Future, and Future's just getting rich off of this shit, because, I mean, We know Future ain't gonna get tied down.
Bro, that'd be nuts.
No, that is the most outlandish
That'd be
theory I
the
think.
You had a
craziest
good-
thing
Bro,
ever.
Future has hoes and he's not married. He's
not.
not
He had
settling
a-
down.
he had
And
a
Future-
pretty-
No way Ciara is doing that.
Sierra has the matching tattoos with Future. They're together forever, bro.
He did have a pretty outrageous theory a couple weeks ago. I don't remember what it was, but I think it had to do with Russ as well.
Yeah,
Dude,
it
you
did.
heard the real Boston Richie song. Future's still.
Oh yeah,
You were on, I think, that
Yeah.
week. He said something kind of crazy about Russ and Sierra, I think, too, a couple weeks ago.
It was that team.
It was running for office or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Team
right.
Team
Banter.
three?
Yeah,
That's right.
Team
That's right. That's
three.
right. That's right. No fucking way anybody will vote for him.
Bro, what if team like on some mastermind shit? Like, what if Future low key like implemented Team 3 people like hires?
To like ruin Russ's life.
Everything
This
is
whole
future.
thing?
Yeah, it's Future, bro.
Future orchestrated. all
Hey,
He's the puppet master.
why is she having so many
Always.
kids with him then?
Who?
Sierra.
Maybe,
They only have
maybe
the one.
that's
They only have the one kid together.
Oh, Russ and Sierra. I thought they had
No,
two.
Russ and Future
Russ-
only have
Russ-
one kid.
No, yeah, I'm saying like
Russ
why
and
would
Future
Russ
have no
and Sierra
kids.
be having so many kids if
all
Future's
part of the
pulling the
plan.
strings?
It's all part of the plan.
Okay, but I think that's extreme.
What
To
if
have kids with somebody?
What if it's in their marriage? What
Insane.
if it's in their marriage? Russ was like, "You gotta have 3 kids with me," and then the prenup is lifted. And she's trying to get to that bag.
Jesus Christ, this conspiracy is never ending.
Look into
This
it.
conspiracy is dog shit.
Okay, but no. But let's be real here. Is Russ? Do we think Russ is fixable? Like, do we think it really is just a head coach, or
No.
do we think he's lost it a little bit maybe?
I think he's lost.
But are you being biased? Because
No,
you're a
I
Chargers
just
fan?
imagine that on your team.
Like,
Like,
No, that's what-
like all of
I
that
agree.
fame, like it's all gone to his head. And
I
I don't
agree.
think it's fixable at this point. I mean, we're seeing the players blow up on him. Like,
And that's what I was going to say about the head coaching hire. The owner of the team, I feel like, since Russ is clearly a distraction, I feel like the owner of the team is going to for sure, like, when they interview coaches, are going to be like, all right, how are you going to handle Russ? Like,
Oh,
what are you going to do with
absolutely.
Russ? Like, what is your plan for our quarterback? Like, because that's the biggest glaring question for that team is, can Russ return to his old form?
And that's the thing too. It's just like the drop off has been so drastic, and it's like, is the implementation of a new coach really going to fix anything? Because like, I mean, shout out Throw God, bro. He's the one that called it. He said this was going to be the biggest failure contract signing of all time, free agent signing ever. He had no belief that Russ was going to be able to be good. It's just like when you look at it too, it's like a group of grown men making millions of dollars. Like, why would you want to be led by such a cornball? Like,
Yeah.
someone that you would never really show respect to in real life. Like, why would you want them leading you on the field, talking on your behalf, being the cornerstone of the team that you play for and represent? Like, damn, like, it's a shame. But
Like
like,
my quarterback.
but you didn't really see him start doing that until after the move.
yeah,
It really was.
When you got that
until-
bag.
It was like after he was in Denver is when you really started to see like
He was kind
you
of a
know,
cornball in Seattle his last
Let's ride.
year.
I was
And
gonna
all
say
that.
maybe like Seattle was like getting the vibes,
Mitigating
and they were just
it.
like, yeah, like all right, like we're done with him. After
Like
this
he was
year.
always kind of remember when he was like running plays by himself in warm-ups when he was hurt, like the 2-minute drill shit.
yeah. But Pete probably would just saw it coming and was like, this guy's getting to the point where he's good enough that we are not going to be able to control him. Because he was already, him and Team 3 were already bitching about them not picking any linemen, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
And then what they do last year, they drafted 2 cornerstone tackles. So, like, it was definitely a big fuck you to Russ, like, 100%.
Yeah, and I mean, Geno Smith is playing well enough to right now to make it obvious. I think if Seattle gets another like top quarterback, they could be a team that could go all the way.
I mean, Geno beat Russ, so, like, what the fuck? Like, at the end of the day, like,
I guess
to
yeah.
be fair,
I guess,
I
yeah, for this
definitely
year.
think Russ isn't the only problem on that offense because he's what top 3 in hurried sacked. He's got a bunch of receivers who aren't making plays. Like whenever you see the glimpses of Russ actually making good passes, his receivers drop it. I mean, he's got
yeah,
There
but
have
Drew
been-
Lock.
he's
It
got-
was the same way with Drew Lock too. Let's be honest.
There have been a
Yeah,
couple.
It's been a drop thing in
yeah,
Denver
because
for a
Drew
while.
Lock showed some
yeah,
potential.
I agree.
Yeah.
But there have been multiple moments this year where we've seen Russ like for a moment be like, okay, like why aren't you doing this every game? Like
Yeah.
you're like that Kansas City Chiefs game before the half when he did the 2-minute drill and got them a touchdown before the half, like, or it wasn't a touchdown, he got them in field goal range, but there was a play where it was like, I think it was like 2nd and 18, and he literally ran for the first down. Like shit, we haven't seen him do. You made a great point of it. at the beginning of the year. We haven't seen Russ use his legs, and that's when Russ is at his best.
And that's what I was going to reference to Spencer's point as far as him being the most hurried quarterback. Like, back in the day, like, I think if we looked at him being the most hurried quarterback in the league, like, that would equate to really good stats because, like, at one point, this was a guy that you didn't even have a rush push up field because you needed 3 or 4 people to spy him because if he got outside the pocket, it was going to be a 30-yard pass. Like, he was known more so to be someone that operated better from without being in the comfort of the pocket. Mm-hmm. And now that's all we're seeing him do. We're not seeing him run still consistently. And I feel like that's probably the biggest like outlier in his performance and what's different. Like, he really isn't, I mean, despite what the numbers say, like a hurry back in Seattle days would be, okay, that means I'm going to get right outside the pocket, scramble around, let Russ cook, and I'm going to throw it up to Metcalf. And like, we haven't really just seen that at all anymore.
I think his receiving core in Seattle was a little better as well than it is in Denver.
Definitely.
But the thing, like the things that he was doing, like he was in such control of the game. Like at that point, like he was a guy. I really think like when he had the ball in his hands in the last drive, like you had complete confidence he was going to score the game-winning drive, like every time. Yeah. Type shit.
There were some outliers this year as well. The week 1 with Gordon and Williams both fumbling on the goal line in that week 1 game against Seattle. Like,
okay, but Gordon, come on.
Yeah,
you expect it from
No,
him.
and I'm not trying. Like, I'm just saying, like, Russ hasn't been the only reason why they've been losing. Hackett, I think obviously not the right hire. A couple guys on offense haven't, like, you know, there's been more issues than just Russ. Obviously, he's the quarterback, so it's easier to be like, all right, what's the biggest problem? Quarterback's not playing well, so you're not going to win a lot of games.
I mean, but the quarterback is your culture. Like, it literally sets the standard of your team and what everybody's playing up to. And if that guy is literally being a big fat wiener, like, nobody's going to follow that fool. Like,
yeah, I agree.
If he's doing high knees in the fucking plane, if he's fucking let's ride everywhere, if he's acting like
but they won that game.
They did win that game. They did win that game.
That is facts.
They did win
that game. I didn't mean to cut you off.
They went across the pond and got the win.
Well, from one quarterback that a team is kind of separating themselves away from to another that the team is obviously separating themselves away from, Derek Carr announced today that he is going to be benched for the final 2 games. Jarrett Stidham is going to start in place of him. Is this an obvious move by Oakland? They're pushing him out the door. Yeah,
long overdue.
They're trying to get rid of the contract.
Yeah, it's all about the money, baby.
Well, they just re-signed him to that before last season, right? It wasn't
like
before
3 months
this year.
ago. No, it was before this season.
Really?
An extension. Yeah, they gave him an extension this season.
And they saved themselves because ultimately we figured out this year that Mark Davis has no money, and they're really covering their asses right now because they have the
cash strapped or whatever the term is.
Yeah, you just
strapped
don't have
for cash.
Huh?
What'd you say?
No, there's like a term where it's like
you're strapped for cash.
Strapped for cash, yeah.
Cash straps.
Cash strap.
I tried to be cool.
But shit. Yeah, we just see like the reason that he's not playing these last 2 games is just because if he does not pass a physical by i.e. getting injured, they're gonna have to pay him $41 million out of pocket.
Weird clause to have in your contract.
I mean, it's definitely
it makes sense.
It makes sense because he got injured consistently before, and he was someone that definitely was going to play through pain. So I mean, it's just a loophole at the end of the year to be able to. Are you
thinking it's more of like he's basically saying he's going to put his body on line for the team, so if he doesn't pass a physical, the team has to pay him?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They have to pay him, but they can get rid of him too.
No, 100%. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and that's what Weston's saying as well. Like, they're benching him so that he doesn't get hurt because they're getting rid of him.
But I also saw that if they cut or trade him, they're going to take like the biggest dead cap space hit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be the full contract. So that's what the
it won't be as big as the clause.
I think it was like $7 or $8 million still.
Yeah, which isn't like when
in hindsight it's not that much, but for one hit like that.
When the Steelers
it's
traded,
the inevitable though. If they're going to move away from him, they're going to take a hit.
When the Steelers traded AB, they paid him for 2 seasons post trade. They paid him. Damn. They paid him $18 million one year, and they paid him $20 million the next year. Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Damn. I wonder how much they paid Ben's lawyers.
Nothing because
my bad.
Okay, well, whatever. But
they got a bag.
let's move on from that. But
Season ticket holders.
I do want to ask you, Weston, because you made a good point when we were on break, and I agree with you that you think Derek Carr is going to be a steal for someone next year. I think he's going to have a pretty high market. You were saying you don't think he's going to have a super high market, but you do think he's going to be a steal.
The used car market is popping this year.
I mean, I guess, but
That's facts.
oh my god, I just got that. That was good. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think's a good landing spot? What do you think's a good destination for Derek Carr if you think a team's going to get pretty high value out of him?
I mean, he's definitely going to get a lot of calls. More than if his name was Derek Minivan, huh? But I don't know. I think when you look at him, he's definitely a guy that you can probably plug and play at this point, you would think. The stat that stood out to me the most from Dan Orlovsky, shout out, Raiders have had the 32nd worst defense this year, and Derek Carr has never had,
Anyone higher than 20th?
Any defense higher than 20th with the Oakland Raiders at any point. Oakland to Las Vegas Raiders, excuse me. So I think that's a really glaring issue because he's always, as far as the way I see it, he has been inconsistent and he would come and kind of drop some eggs as far as his performance-wise, but we've also seen him consistently put up a lot of points. He's had weapons and he's been, he had damn near a season where he was playing at MVP level. He's always thrown for a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns. We have seen him throw untimely interceptions as well. But I think the defensive problem is a definite big issue. And I think that if he does get in the right situation, he could be successful. Anything's possible depending on your circumstances and environment at this point. We're seeing Baker, who put up 51 points for an LA Rams team after not even really having a good concept of such a difficult offense and very complex. And
Baker might make McVay want to keep coaching too. That's a different conversation, but
yeah, I don't know about that, but I definitely think that the resurgence of Baker has been, surprising to say the least. And we didn't think from what he showed in Carolina that he was just going to come and be a guy that was going to put up 51 points right away in LA. I know Cam Akers had a hat trick of touchdowns, but we're definitely seeing Baker click more than we have in the past. So I don't know. McVay just might be a savior who takes guys like Jared Goff and Baker and just makes them look incredible, but I don't know. Do you even think that we have the potential of seeing McVay take a Super Bowl kind of crazy fairy tale run with Baker instead of Goff at any point? That'd be
maybe not right now, but no.
That'd be wild.
Aren't they already? They're already
Never.
eliminated this
They're already
year.
eliminated.
Yeah.
But we're saying
next year.
maybe next year, the year after, because I think Baker's earned himself a spot on that roster next year for sure.
I think he wants to stay just because
Yeah.
he probably feels accepted right now and he hasn't.
Oh, that team loves him. But back to Derek Carr.
I kind of veered away from that.
No, that's my fault. That's my fault because I brought up Baker Mayfield. But is there a team that you have in mind that you think would be could plug and play him right now and could make a difference?
Steelers.
No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
There's
Honestly,
quite
maybe.
a few. There's quite a few teams that
honestly,
need it.
I hate to admit
He
it.
sucks.
I hate to admit it, but the Steelers, honestly, Kenny is showing enough progress to where if the Steelers get a new OC.
I was completely kidding. They're not good.
Let's say you want 14
Yeah, no.
interceptions.
No, but
on the
I'm saying if Kenny was not showing
You
good
got
enough
Mitch,
right now.
dude, and you guys don't want to pay that contract.
But I guess you're right. Huh?
So the Falcons definitely need a quarterback.
Mitch signed a 2-year, dude.
The Colts, Matt Ryan's got to be out the door. He's fucking a skeleton.
Yeah, but the
Colts
Colts are
seem
going
like
to
the
eat.
big option.
The Colts are going to eat some of Matt Ryan's contract as well. So they're going to eat some of his contract, and then they're going to bring in another fat contract. And the Colts have done that twice now with Wentz and Matt Ryan.
Hey, third time's a charm.
I guess.
Yeah, that's the Cowboys, right?
The team that comes to my mind is the New York Jets, for sure. I feel like the Jets.
They got a guy in Mike White, man.
I
You're
know,
just
but
forgetting because he's got a concussion.
if Mike White doesn't help them get to if Mike White drops these next 2 games, he's not the answer at quarterback for them. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
Dude,
there's
they're gonna
also
get Brees Hall back next year. And they're gonna be
Carolina. They need a quarterback, and then who's
I don't know. Darnold has kind of been.
Darnold is nice.
Darnold's
I'm
been
saying that,
showing
but-
some.
Derek Carr is better.
Darnold, in my opinion,
could
though,
be,
has been
yeah.
showing enough play to where
With the new coach, too, he might like Derek Carr.
They
What
might-
about
they might give
Commanders?
Darnold a chance.
Commanders one too, because they benched Heineken.
Yeah, but I don't think.
They're not bringing him in after Wentz. dude.
Yeah, because they're starting Wentz this weekend, so I don't think they'll
crazy.
bring
Wentz is back.
I think if Washington does anything, I think Washington will start fresh with a young QB. I think they'll try and draft someone. Because, like I was saying earlier, I think there's going to be a lot of quarterbacks that slide in that first round. So there could be somebody that slides to the Commanders in that first round. But yeah, what's with the silence? Yeah, Derek
Where do you
Carr.
think he's going?
Bro, he needs to be done. I'm sorry.
He's not going to retire.
That is biased for sure because I'm
gonna
a Chargers fan, but he is not a good quarterback. I'm sorry. Like what?
I think he's decent.
How deep has he gone into the playoffs?
I don't even know if he has a playoff win.
Like, and he's been there for how long?
8 years, 9 years.
Like,
9
what
years.
is- I know that. I know the whole
yeah.
defense
Second most
thing,
losses in 9 years out of any.
Saw that today.
Like,
Dude, he
it's
could go
definitely
to a
fair,
number
like,
of
it's-
places, honestly.
Dude,
There are a
obviously.
handful of teams.
Tennessee?
No, Tennessee's going to
They're
start
gonna
young.
stick with Tannehill.
Yeah,
Really? Dude, he's
Yeah.
dog shit.
Yeah, but
All right.
Tannehill's better than Carr.
What about the
for sure.
Patriots?
I would take Tannehill. over
Patriots
Carr.
gonna stick with Jones
I'm
or,
not saying
or
he's
Zach?
great,
I
but
got Carr over 10.
They'll stick with Jones.
Nah,
They
dude,
just drafted
Jones is
Jones.
dog shit though.
They just drafted Jones, and they have a backup quarterback that's shown that he could maybe be better than Jones. They're gonna have a little quarterback dispute with those two for sure.
Yeah, but I could see Belichick taking Carr and maybe shipping off one of the other guys.
No, because they're talking about a Brady Belichick reunion potentially,
Yeah, I've heard that. That's crazy.
which
though.
would be.
I mean, that'd be good for the young guys.
But yeah, I mean, Derek Carr could go to a number of places. I don't think we need to stick with the Derek Carr conversation for too long because he's not. I mean, we're sitting here talking about Derek Carr like he's
Yeah, who cares?
on the free agent market. Like
sucks.
you know,
As long as he doesn't go to my team, huh?
we do got to shout out one
Exactly,
player
he
though.
sucks.
J.J. Watt announces his retirement. Incredibly random. Did the Cardinals push him out the door? Did he
Best
say,
Watt brother of all time.
Did he say, "Oh my God, the Cardinals are so bad"?
Yeah.
No, he said, "Oh my God, I have a family now.
Yeah.
I want to be with my family."
Dude,
I-
okay, then
that's
you
what I
gotta
think it
get
is.
serious. I'm just making
No,
jokes.
but I'm being serious. I think that's what it drew.
Completely.
Like,
Oh,
that's
100%,
what it
I
drew.
agree.
Like,
He just wouldn't. Cooper wouldn't get it.
yeah, come on, bro, grow up.
Grow up. Nah, but best Watt brother of all time. Sad to see him go.
Some would say Derek's the second.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Some would say people who say that are stupid as shit. So
Okay, Mr. Doo Doo Towel.
Sticky doo doo poo poo
keep dissing the towel. Your teams are gonna both be cursed.
Both of our teams are in the playoffs. So
Yeah, first round exits for both teams.
It's a win-win. If we have first round exit, we get Sean Payton.
I mean, I guess I don't think that's true. The Sean Payton thing to me is the Broncos have a benefit with that because if the Cardinals go on a run in the playoffs, then or not the Cardinals, sorry. If the Cowboys go on a run in the playoffs, then the Broncos are going to have a longer time be able to lock Peyton up more. That's why these teams that are going after Peyton, like the Chargers, I think, them making the playoffs definitely benefits them, but doesn't benefit them in a way because they would have an extra week or two to really get a chance to talk to Sean Payton.
God, I would love Sean Payton.
The Sean Payton sweepstakes is going to be nuts. I think the Cardinals are going to be out because they have too much drama with. But then when you say too much drama with Kyler, look at Denver. Does Sean Payton really want to go in there and try and
No.
fix fucking Russ?
No.
Absolutely not.
Wouldn't you think?
Some people I heard too. He's going back to New Orleans and he's gonna just
I saw something today though that
link
said.
up with Brady.
I saw something today though that said.
Whoa.
I saw something today though that said that Dennis Allen's expected to come back next year as
Yeah,
head
but
coach.
he would probably just drop right back down to DC.
Yeah, but why would he want to go to a team that's in a straight up rebuild right now?
What about the Colts?
They're in the
Colts-
kind of same position.
Colts
though, I
wouldn't
feel
be.
like.
Yeah, but the Colts somewhat have a put together roster right now.
They don't have a QB.
Yeah, but Sean Payton goes there. Any quarterback's gonna want to go to that team.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It'll be interesting, but there was a lot of really great games this weekend as well. A couple playoff implicating games. I know you really want to talk about your Cowboys game, your Cowboys team, big time dub.
What an exciting game.
Honestly, it was a really exciting game, and I am gonna side with you for a second. Philadelphia Eagles fans, I don't think can use the excuse that Hurts was out because Minshew played a tremendous game. That whole game was back and forth. I don't think you can sit here and say
We both dropped one with our backup QB, so it is what it is.
if Jalen Hurts plays, does it make a difference? I think so, but not entirely that much. I still think that game goes the same way.
I mean, yeah, the way you look at it, it was we got lucky as fuck several times. It was
I'm
just
over here trying to give your team credit, and you're
no,
saying
100%.
they're getting lucky.
Oh yeah, we did. If we run the game back, we got lucky on a lot of things. It was just our game to win, like for
those
sure.
late fumbles helped out.
The late fumble, the fourth or the 3rd and 30 to T.Y. Hilton, the pass interference, a lot of close touchdowns from Dak. We got bailed out in a couple situations for sure, but defense ultimately showed up clutch on the last drive and figured out a way to get a stop when we needed it. And I think that would have been the same outcome if it was Jalen Hurts or if it was Minshew in that situation. So I'm happy to nonetheless that we got a win and that we traded with them. In the division, I would have liked to have seen Hurts play so that we could have actually had bragging rights and said that we got a win over their starting team. But, I mean...
You guys could still win the division if the Eagles lose out. And that is a possibility if Hurts doesn't play this weekend.
Which would be dope. The way that we've been putting up points and playing at home, I would really like to see us have the home field advantage and having the bye week, because I think if we took the division from them, we would definitely have first round bye, I think.
No, because you'd have to win out against Minnesota.
We beat Minnesota.
Yeah, and the Eagles play
but it
against the
doesn't
Saints
matter.
this week
Whoever has better
in
rec-
Philly. I don't think the Eagles are losing that game.
But
not with how last week.
What do you mean?
Like without Hurts, I think Gardner.
I mean, they're playing the
Gardner?
Saints. They're playing the
Whatever his
Saints
name
this
is.
weekend.
I think
so
he
it's
played a
possible.
pretty good game.
But
I don't think they're losing to the Saints.
But NFL, it's about record. So even if Minnesota had a better record than you guys, they would still be the number 1 seed.
Yeah. Either way, yeah, I don't know. I definitely like the way that we're playing. I think that there was something I was gonna say, but oh yeah, the fact that we traded games without Sirianni in the post game, he definitely said to McCarthy that we plan on seeing you guys again. So we could see that meeting again, which would be electric matchup.
With the shits, bro.
I mean,
Sirianni's a dog. He went up to Dak and said, "You're a good football player." Just kept it pushing. Sirianni's sick, dude.
Just the football
he
guy.
is.
After they went for it on 4th down, which was that big balls play that they had against us, his reaction was sick, dude. He was like going up to all of his players. He's like, "I went for that because of you. You're a fucking dog. That's why I went for it.
That's fine.
Because of you." And I was like, "That's fucking sick." Like if
he
I
said
was,
that to who?
like a bunch of the players. Like,
Oh no way.
yeah, like
Sirianni's
on
definitely
offense.
a player.
I really like him a lot. Like
they love him. In
I thought he was a
Philly, too.
fucking
Big football
idiot,
guy.
but yeah, he's a big football.
I feel
guy.
like he's going to be the coach there for a while. Like Philadelphia's going to be around for a long time. I think.
No, they're building something really good.
and that's
But they have a lot of veterans, so it's going to be.
Yeah.
We're going to see Sirianni in a rebuild soon.
Especially
like
with the
3-4
signings
years.
they had this year.
yeah.
Lane Johnson's going to be gone soon. Kelsey's going to be gone soon.
Yeah.
Brandon Graham's going to be gone soon.
Yep.
Fletcher Cox will be gone soon.
But he's building a nice core. The offense is being built up pretty well. He's got A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, obviously. Like
Devontae Smith is really, really good.
Goddard's
bro.
going to be around, I think, for
being a
couple
number
more years
2
as well.
Yeah, Goddard's a
Yeah.
I
dog.
feel like we don't talk about him being one of the fastest in the league enough.
Who,
Like,
Devontae?
why don't we just give it to Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill because
We never
he's
see
all-
him open up though.
Yeah.
He's quick.
Well, I think
He's
the way
quick,
that
though.
that Dolphins offense is put together, though, like it's made for Waddle and Hill. Like
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
that Eagles offense is really put together, I think, for more Jalen Hurts in his game and for him to kind of have more control of the offense. And obviously, A.J. Brown has become an absolute monster this year. I think.
Oh, yeah.
I think with the addition of A.J. Brown, it's kind of kicked back Devontae Smith. His importance a little bit, but at the same time, raised his stock a little bit because he has games like last weekend where he absolutely
Yeah.
goes off when A.J. Brown gets shut down. So it's like,
That's fair, and that's happened quite a few
Yeah.
times this year too.
Yeah,
It's
he's
not
picked
like
up the
just
slack.
one game. Yeah.
yeah, no, that Eagles team is so good. That Cowboys team is really starting to look really good as well. Like that was a very exciting game. I think the NFC playoff picture is going to be so interesting to me because I feel like anybody in that NFC team could win right now. Like literally, like Niners, Cowboys, Eagles. AFC to me, I feel like it's pretty obvious. Like Bills to me are still shaky. I'm not super confident in them. I'm very confident still in the Chiefs. Bengals to me, I'm still pretty confident in, but like I feel like anybody in that NFC could be anybody.
And
I
that's
don't know. Sorry.
no, you go for
I
it.
was gonna say I kind of feel that way about the AFC too. Like if you got the Chargers who clinched, if you have the Jags in there, like I wouldn't want to play the Jags again because they're so streaky. Like they lost.
The
They
Jags
were
are making
two,
their way
started
up,
off
too.
2-5, and wound up going like 6-2 or something like that, 5-2. Like they're crazy.
Yeah.
The Chargers have started to look crazy. Like the Bengals,
I wouldn't
Ravens,
say
like
crazy.
nah, we've looked pretty good. But you got the Bengals, the Ravens. Like, those are all teams that you don't really want to face.
Ravens, to me, don't scare me that much.
Yeah, I was going to say, if they have Lamar, it's a different
Championship
story.
pedigree, though. They play defense and they'll kick the ball.
I hate to
Yeah.
say it, the Ravens don't scare me that much, even with Lamar. Because I love Lamar, don't get me wrong,
That's
but
crazy.
what's Lamar done every year in the playoffs? He hasn't done anything.
I agree, but it's not something that you want to give Lamar a chance to do. Like, this could be the year, you know?
Yeah,
Especially
I know.
after not seeing him for a couple
But, like,
weeks.
Lamar
And
against...
isn't he playing for a contract still?
Yeah. But, I mean, it's very obvious right
stupid.
now. It's very obvious right now that the Ravens will need to pay him. Because I don't think they've won a game
Oh,
since,
yeah.
other than the Steelers game, when they play the Steelers actually
They won
this
last
Sunday.
week.
But could you imagine
Did they
the
win last
bag
week?
he would get if
Who'd
he won the Super
Falcons.
Bowl?
That's right. What'd you say?
So could you imagine the bag he would get if he won the Super Bowl this year?
Oh, 100%. But I don't think the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl this year.
No, but if Lamar, that's what I'm saying. Like, Lamar this year
Mm-hmm.
would be the most dangerous of all.
Yeah, I guess I could agree with you. Cause
Well,
he is,
yeah, but
I
he
get
bet
what
on
you're
himself
saying.
this year and he got injured, which is
Yeah.
the biggest L.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't know. The Lamar situation is very interesting. I'm curious to see what happens with him because if he leaves the Ravens, I would be pretty stoked. I want him to have a successful career though. So, you brought up a good point with the Jags though. The Jags really are coming alive, and they have a chance to play. Regardless of what happens this week, Week 18 will be for the AFC South.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
That's so
and
sick.
T-Law is finally starting to show himself. Like, has T-Law arrived? Do we think T-Law's arrived at this point? Like,
He's emerging.
Yeah.
I think next year will be the telltale sign because
Like-
he'll get an off season with all these weapons and another one with Peterson to get under. I mean, every play essentially will be probably installed and he'll be good to go for next year. So I think next year they're going to be real scary.
Yeah, I
yep.
agree.
I mean, there's a lot of really good young quarterbacks in this league right now, and one that we wanted to talk about, Brock Purdy goes and gets another dominating win with the 49ers. And I don't think we've really given him enough shine. Is it Purdy's job to lose at this point with this team? If he goes and he leads them to the Super Bowl,
Yeah, we've already said this.
if he goes and he leads his team to the Super Bowl,
I already think he's above Trey Lance. We said if he goes to the Super Bowl, he's going to be the starter.
he's automatic starter, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Automatic
still
starter.
think at this point he's the automatic starter for next year.
The way he's been playing, I don't know why Shanahan would move on from
Yeah,
him. He's
he's-
playing better than Jimmy G was.
He looks great.
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
And Trey Lance's first
And
game or two was dog shit.
Trey Lance's first game, though,
I thought he only had one game.
Was it just one?
Yeah.
Still,
That was
yeah.
that
first
first
game
game,
was
though,
bad.
was bad weather condition.
Yeah,
That
he
first
did
game
too.
was
Oh, yeah,
bad.
that's true.
Yeah, but yeah.
I mean, I know we kind of wanted to do like a Brock Purdy comparison. Like, I feel like out of a good chunk of the young quarterbacks right now, we're probably taking Purdy.
Would you rather Purdy or Trevor Lawrence right now?
I'm going T-Law.
I would
probably
probably
go
say
Yeah, I think T-Law too.
I would probably say T-Law.
Purdy or Jared Goff?
I don't know.
That's
There's
a really
not
hard
enough-
one.
There's not enough evidence yet.
I
I'd
know.
give it to Goff.
Goff is.
He's got the Super Bowl win under his belt. He
He
knows
does.
what the playoffs are like. So
It's true.
He's been coming alive
that's
lately.
A big thing.
As of right now, yes. After
He
this
looks-
year, I don't know. 'Cause
Good.
Yeah, he looks
I
really
agree with
comfortable
you.
back there
Goff
right now.
but yeah,
Yeah.
after Purdy, to see what Purdy has, yeah, definitely.
I would probably say Goff right now.
All right, Fields or Purdy because
Purdy.
definitely two different systems.
I'd probably take Purdy.
I'd
think
take
too.
Purdy. Fields is a dog. Don't get me wrong,
yeah.
but
Actually, I don't know Fields.
that one's tough.
That's a really big tough. It depends
Yeah,
on
that's
what
a
you
good
want on
one.
offense.
Yeah.
But I think because the scheme wise, like if you put Purdy in Chicago, Fields would make him, I think, look not good.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if
And that's
Purdy
the
would be
thing. We got to
performing
remember,
as well.
he's still on the Chicago Bears.
yeah. But how many
bro. They're
quarterbacks
not
would really
good.
look good with Chicago right now, unless you're like a Patty Mahomes or a Josh Allen?
I
I
mean,
still like even they would struggle still. Like
that's not the question. The question is Mahomes or
yeah.
Field or Purdy or Fields.
I'm
I think
taking
I'd go
Purdy.
Fields.
I think Fields
I
too.
think I go Fields.
Just because Fields and Shanahan's system, like if they traded spots, I think
that'd be crazy.
yeah, like I don't think that
Look how
Purdy.
mobile he is.
Coop, you don't think
too?
if you put like
Oh, my
Herbert or Burrow in Chicago, they wouldn't be kind of good?
Yeah.
Burrow, yeah.
Burrow, yeah. Herbert,
Burrow
yeah.
transformed the Bengals single-handedly.
Herbert, yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
completely.
with him.
I mean,
and
Jamar Chase, but-
yeah, he was there.
I mean,
before.
that Bengals supporting cast is incredible. I'm not taking away
Yeah.
from Burrow at all, but their receiving core is
Yeah, they are.
nuts.
I mean, he built that. Burrow made them all good. Tyler Boyd was a no-name but from Pittsburgh before.
Tyler Boyd was pretty nice before. He just didn't have a
Bro,
quarterback.
nobody knew about Tyler Boyd.
That's such a lie.
He was so slept
Tyler
on.
Boyd was probably the best receiver on that team for a long time with no quarterback.
He was only been there for 2 years before Burrow was there.
No.
Yes.
No, he had not. Tyler Boyd has been there for like easily 4 years now at this point.
With the 2 years that he has with Burrow,
he was
2
there
years
way
before.
longer before 2 years.
He's only been in the league for like 5 years.
I don't know. I feel like he had been around for a long time. Are you looking up when he got drafted?
He literally got drafted from Pittsburgh like 4 years ago.
I feel like it was a little more than 4 years ago. No, Tyler Boyd. I mean, I could be wrong, but he's been a dog since he's come in the league. He's just had no quarterback.
Yeah, but he hasn't been a number one. He's had to have to be a number one, and he's not a number one. Now he's a 3, and we've been seeing him be extremely productive. 2016.
2016.
So yeah, he's been in the league for what, 6 years?
Yeah.
This is 6 year.
He hasn't really done anything this year.
I mean, he's still been a solid number 3. But the argument was, I was saying that he's been a dog since he's come in the league. He just has not a quarterback.
No, your argument was just that their receiving core is insane, that it carried Burrow. But
no, I didn't
Boyd
say they carried Burrow. I said his receiving core is still good. You can't take away from the fact that they're talented. Jamar Chase definitely has made Burrow, I feel like, has elevated Burrow's game a lot.
Yeah,
I would love to have that receiving core.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not taking away from Burrow at all. I'm just saying them as a unit, they thrive together as a unit for sure.
Okay, what about this? You put Fields in the Bengals offense. Are they the same team?
I feel like they're not the same team because Burrow to me is still a good quarterback.
super different team, but insane. They're probably pretty
I
good.
feel like we really haven't seen
I don't know.
ceiling yet.
No, we haven't at
Like
all.
he's so reliant
We
on
haven't.
his running right now because he doesn't have anybody to pass to.
And he's never played with good protection.
Yeah, exactly. He can't pass it. Like
Chicago's still I think Chicago's got probably 2 more years until they see like real Fields.
once they get some weapons around him.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't. David Montgomery's a good running back, but he's not like a Dalvin Cook or like Saquon Barkley.
Well, yeah, I mean you're right. But you're talking about generational type running backs, like top running backs in the league. That's hard to
No,
find.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like Fields doesn't have anything around him. Like
He's got Claypool.
exactly.
Nikhil, he's a dog.
He's a dog, but he's not.
No, I know.
He doesn't have a wide receiver one.
Around.
He doesn't have.
I agree. He doesn't have a true. He doesn't have a true guy.
And he doesn't have a
throw the
good
ball to.
line. Like it's kind of stacked against him.
Yeah, Chicago definitely has Fields. Is a big question mark with a lot of these quarterbacks for sure. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
Brock Purdy.
there's a lot of young talent in the NFL, and I don't know, man. I think we're just antsy for the end of the season to come around and get to the playoffs. So, you guys want to make some picks? Hello? No?
Yeah, let's do it.
I mean, unless there was something else you wanted to touch on.
Whoa.
I'm not
Pause.
trying to touch on anything, bro. Let's just make
Okay, last week Weston said that. Nobody said anything. But when I say it,
Sure, dude.
it's an immediate whoa.
Yeah, because you're a little sus.
Yeah, we just know, dude. I'm not trying to touch on anything besides this epic Thursday night game that we have. Dude, I'm
Yeah,
excited
Henry might
because
not play.
actually have some reason to motivate and watch it. We got the 11-4 Dallas Cowboys after a monumental victory last week against the Philadelphia Eagles. They're going to go ahead and go into the 7-8 Tennessee Titans, who are a team fighting to get into the playoffs right now. Probably without Derrick Henry, the Cowboys are favored by 12.
Jesus Christ.
12?
Yep.
Without Henry? Where's it at?
Tennessee. If you fucking listen to my description.
Give me Dallas.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure,
That's
Dallas.
a crazy spread, though.
We're still playing for something, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if we
Titans.
dropped this one. Just
Yeah.
because it's Thursday night, coming off of a really big win. They came off of a loss.
I need Dak not to because I'm in the championship with him as my quarterback.
Nah,
this
I think
week.
you guys are gonna try this.
We
week.
should take care of business.
Yeah.
And defense should come up to play. Probably will carry us this game because I think that we're going to have some trouble blocking them up front. Jeffrey Simmons is a beast, and they have really good linebackers as well. I think it's going to be important that we run the ball early on them if we want to be successful.
Okay. So
Good.
we're Cowboy sweep?
Yep.
Yeah.
Good Thursday night game, though. Hopefully my team gets a win and I can have a stress-free weekend. Watching some good football. We definitely have a shitty game to start off the Fox kickoff in the morning. 11 a.m. we have the Cardinals after losing on Monday night to Tom Brady in overtime fashion. Last-second field goal, the way Brady does. They're going to go ahead and visit the Falcons, who lost to the Ravens last week away. So we're playing in Atlanta. This is definitely a shitter bowl, a battle of the bitch-made birds.
Yeah, I think it's confirmed Colt McCoy starting.
Give me Atlanta.
Give me Atlanta. Yeah, give me Atlanta.
Atlanta at home. I think the Cardinals are in shambles. I think that's probably one of the worst locker rooms and cultures in the NFL right now. And they're scrambling to figure out what's the problem. I don't think anybody's motivated besides to get to the end of season on that team. And
but Ritter's kind of dog shit.
He is, but
so are the Falcons.
He has played not so good so far, but I think this is...
I would take McCoy over Ritter for sure. And they're playing in Atlanta, so they don't have the whole, Cardinals are dog shit at home. They might play a little bit better.
I think Atlanta's gonna.
This could be a breakout game for Ritter.
Buda Baker's not even playing, and he's like the heart and soul of that defense. I think the Cardinals.
But you think
done.
JJ's gonna go out losing the rest of the season? You don't think they're gonna rally around JJ retiring?
He had 3 sacks last game. He's trying to get his check and bounce.
Yeah.
No, but you don't think the rest of the Cardinals are gonna be like, yo, we gotta at least win these last 2 for JJ?
No.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
You saw the Hard Knocks. That's the only fool that cares.
I'm not very confident in the Cardinals. I think they're done. They're already talking about the Cardinals. What if they're going to potentially get the number 1 pick or not? Yeah, do you have the spread up?
3.5 Atlanta.
I think I'm going Cards.
I'm
this
going
just
Atlanta.
seems like a game that they would win.
I'm going Atlanta.
True. I want to pick Atlanta. I don't want the Cards.
I definitely think Atlanta should win, but I can see the Cards doing some bullshit and just ruining their draft.
Sure. All right. Got Chicago Bears going into Detroit after a Lions loss.
Who are you picking?
I think I am going to go Cardinals.
Okay.
Bot. Bears, Lions. Lions at home. Detroit favored by 6 after a loss. I'm definitely taking the Lions to bounce back here and get to 8-8.
Yeah, give me the Lions as well.
Lions for sure.
Yeah, I'll go Lions.
Okay.
All right, 11 a.m. CBS. We have the Denver Broncos after that loss last week of epic proportions. Go ahead and fire their coach. And we have that weirdo Russell Wilson to go play a real man's quarterback in Kansas City, 12-3 Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
Chiefs for
What's up
sure.
with these dog shit games so far?
Give me the
You have
Chiefs.
Thursday
This would have
night
been
game, which
this
would be nice,
at the beginning of the
and
year. This was the best AFC West matchup of
I
the
know,
season.
But God, yeah, obviously the Chiefs.
Yep. All right, let's see Mahomes get busy on Russell Wilson. Definitely keep an eye on that game to see what happens coaching-wise and kind of what they have. What we could see an inspired Broncos team come out and play for an interim coach, but I don't think that's enough to beat the Chiefs. 11 a.m. An AFC East matchup. We have the Miami Dolphins going in to play the Patriots. Definitely an interesting matchup of a team 8-7 and 7-8 in the Patriots. We have a banged up Tua. Don't think he's going to go. Probably going to see Teddy Bridgewater. Patriots are favored by 3 at home. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm taking the Pats as well. I think the Dolphins are dead.
I just don't think the Dolphins have enough to get it done at the quarterback position against Bill on a short week like this.
Yeah, no, I agree.
All right, 11 a.m. We have the Colts after a loss. Going to go ahead and play the New York Giants at MetLife.
This is a
Giants. Actually,
Go ahead.
Go for the Dolphins. Sorry.
Oh,
You're picking the
hey.
Dolphins?
I'm going with the Dolphins. I like
Really?
Teddy Two Gloves.
Okay, I respect that. You don't like Kenny Two Gloves?
Teddy Two Gloves
Teddy Two Gloves is a staple.
has not
Yeah, you're
played
right.
very well against Bill, I don't think, in the past.
Yeah, I guess give me the Giants as well for the Giants-Colts game.
The Colts are just bad.
Yeah, they're stinky.
All right, we have the Saints going to play the Eagles.
This one is tough, I think. This is a tough game to pick.
Eagles.
Eagles. Bounce back win.
Really?
He's like, oh shit, I don't know.
I feel like Gardner.
For sure.
I feel like Gardner played that well last week because it's a division game. Like he was amped up. He knew he had to go out there and perform. And now it's
He
like,
still has to.
Think Andy Dalton's going to beat the Eagles?
yeah, I guess you're right. Give me
At
the Eagles.
home?
Yeah, give me Eagles. Give me Eagles.
In
You're right.
Philly?
You're right. I didn't think about it. Give me the Eagles.
All right, we got the shitter Panthers going to play the Bucks after an overtime win. This is an interesting game, but I think it's for all the marbles in the division, actually.
I'm pretty sure it is.
So,
Give me the Panthers.
Give me the kitty cats.
Give me the Panthers. They're hot right now.
They're playing
Bucks are
really
looking
well
shaky.
right now. They are.
And
I
they're
agree.
they've been saying that this team is like they really like Wilkes. Like they're fully behind him, and I think they're gonna try and win out and get him this job.
Yeah, I like Panthers.
Give me the Panthers.
What's the spread?
Bucks had to go to overtime against the Cardinals last week.
Bucks by 3 at home.
Yeah, give me the Panthers.
Yeah, I'll take Bucks.
Wow. All right.
Riding with the team. Brady, no way he's not getting in. Just seeing the Panthers get in the playoffs would be a fucking abysmal.
Would be insane. I want to see it.
It'd be like the meme of the dragons where there's that one
Yeah.
derpy dragon. That'd be the Panthers
Literally.
for sure.
This is going to be a good game. We got Browns coming off of a close loss. Going to play the Commanders off of a close loss. I don't know if we're getting Taylor Heineke or we're getting Carson
getting
Wentz.
for sure.
Yeah, I think it is Wentz.
We're getting Wentz for sure. They said today it's Wentz.
And we need, I'm pretty sure Packers need the Browns to win to keep the playoff
you're
hopes
right.
alive of the Packers. And I think that's all the stat that all you need to know. Carson Wentz has the game in his hands. Give me the Browns.
Give me
Spread?
the Browns.
Where is it at?
2
It's in Washington.
for Washington at home.
Yeah, give me the Browns too because Wentz hasn't played football in a while, so I don't think he's going to come out and throw 4 tutties, like 3-4 tutties, and help them win this game. Give me the Browns.
You pick Browns?
Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's tough. I don't know.
It's
It is tough. But-
I can't really pick because
I
I
can see
still
Wentz-
don't believe in that Browns offense. They're fucking dog shit.
But the defense is still good. It's
But
going to
the defense is decent.
And the defense against Carr.
Yeah, now you guys are making me kind of
Against Carson Wentz?
I mean, he has weapons, dude. Because I could see just. I mean, he's gone off with that team before, but I mean,
It's
we
really
saw
just
it
Myles
earlier.
Garrett versus Chase Young, huh?
Huh?
Who's gonna have a better defensive game?
Myles Garrett
Myles Garrett.
suspended for the first half.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the team just said that they said it on Pat today, like he violated like team guidelines or something.
Oh, that's not good. They need him.
Yeah, they definitely need him.
That makes me lean more Commanders, but I just don't think Carl gets it done.
Neither do I.
Carl.
Fuck yeah! I'm a red Browns.
All right, Rams fan. All right, we got the Jaguars and Texans. Give me Jags.
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 T-Law's too hot right now.
They
T-Law's
need
way
to
too hot.
They need it, so give it to them. I think that they get it done. Peterson's a better coach than this Texans team right now. All right. I think we all know where we're going on this one. 2 p.m. on Fox, we have the 49ers playing against Jared Stidham and the Raiders.
Who is it? 49ers? Yeah, give me
Give me
Niners.
Nick Bosa 5 sacks.
Nick Bosa
Yeah,
solidifies probably Defensive Player of the Year in this game.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
Give me the Niners
Think
for sure.
he locks it up in this game. Probably has 2+ sacks.
I don't even know what the spread is, but give me the spread.
Yeah,
10.
what is the spread?
Yeah.
10? Wow, the Cowboys spread was bigger than that
Spread.
Raiders spread?
Yep.
That's
Give me
kind of
15
wild.
and a half.
Well, I'm only saying that because the Raiders are like bad. The Titans are still fighting for a playoff spot. That spread is crazy.
Raiders suck.
Yeah, they suck.
All right, New York Jets going to play in the 12th man against the Seattle Seahawks. Give me Seahawks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking Seahawks.
Is Mike White back?
He is.
Give me the Jets.
Zach Wilson is a healthy
Ooh.
scratch.
I'm going
Oh,
Seahawks.
yeah, he's not going to
Yeah,
play.
I'm
another
taking
game this year
Seahawks
for
as
sure.
well. Jets are
Seahawks.
favored by 1.5.
Give me the Jets.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
Yeah,
What the
Seahawks.
fuck?
That's
In the
what-
12th man?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
give me
That's
the Seahawks.
crazy.
Bullshit, right?
I think it's because Gino's been kind of like falling, and they probably think the
It's kind of
Jets.
crumbling.
Yeah, I need the Seahawks to keep winning though. Or I need
Yeah,
the
they've been on a
Jets to keep
streak,
losing.
losing streak, huh?
I think they're on like a 2 or 3 game losing
Yeah.
streak.
Yeah,
Well, those
Gino
to the
needs to-
Raiders.
Gino needs to clean it up, and this is
Right.
the game to do it. Revenge game for Gino.
Yeah,
Nope.
Everybody picked?
Yeah.
J-E-T-S.
All right, Minnesota Vikings going to play Green Bay Packers in a divisional matchup. Best game of the afternoon, in my opinion. Give me the
Yeah,
Packers.
That sounds fire.
Oh
Packers.
no!
Green Bay favored by 3.5.
Really?
Green Bay's favorited?
Oh no!
Oh,
it's at
man.
Lambeau.
And it's in Lambeau.
It's at Lambeau.
Shit.
At Lambeau, dude.
This is probably the hardest game to pick for the week.
I'm going to be hard watching this one.
Whoa.
I don't know. The last game Monday night is going to be a hard one to pick too.
Yeah, give me the Packers.
Fuck.
I think this Packers receiving core is gonna finally put it all together, and
I
they're just
need-
gonna have a fucking game.
I need the
Dude,
Pack.
that first half was a struggle though.
Yeah.
So many fourth that they're going for that were just
I'm gonna
so
pick-
unnecessary.
Yeah.
I'm just not betting against Rodgers when it's.
I know,
when
it's so
cutthroat.
hard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm picking the Packers.
The
just
Vikings
because I
are
need
also
him for
so
fantasy.
wishy-washy, they
I'm in
can
the
give
championship
one.
with him
He,
too.
he needs to get in the playoffs.
Vikings don't need to win either, and they already beat the Packers this season.
Yeah, they won't be playing. I feel like they'll be playing motivated because it's Green Bay, but like Green Bay's gonna be playing a little harder because they need to win out.
Play for their lives,
Yeah, I don't really like picking.
Green Bay has to come out and fight.
I don't really like picking against Rodgers right now.
Yeah, it's hard to pick against him right now. Next week will be
I'm going
difficult
Pack.
though.
I'm going Pack.
That haircut's kind of scary, huh?
It really
Yeah,
is.
it
He's
is.
looking like
It is very
fucking
scary.
Dark Toby.
From Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
Low key.
Whenever he's fucking evil Spidey.
Yeah, and he's dancing.
Dark
and shit in
Spidey
the
Dark
street.
Toby.
I'm gonna throw some dirt.
All right,
in
we
your
all
eye.
pick?
Yeah. I'm gonna some dirt in your eye.
Squad ride, Packers?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so. Sorry, Connor.
Yeah,
Sorry,
for sure.
Sam.
All right, after a 50 bomb, we got Spencer's favorite team, the LA Rams, playing the LA Chargers, Evan's favorite team in the Battle of LA. Who do we got, boys?
First of all, I'm a free agent.
Gotta be the Chargers. I don't know though.
I'm liking the Rams for some reason.
Chargers clinched.
Yeah, we've already.
Give me
Yeah,
the Rams.
that's literally what I was gonna say.
Give me Rams. Spoil.
Yeah, give me Rams.
Still gonna ride with the squad, but
Oh, I respect it.